Good morning, folks. It's another great and wonderful day that the Lord has made. He's brought me through the eye surgery one more time, and my uh, eyesight is quite a bit better. Of course, they said it'll take about a month before it gets to where it's supposed to be. So just keep me in prayer on that. But the good Lord woke us up this morning and gave us another verse for today. And that verse comes to us from the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, and verse 11. Verse 11 says, Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. You know, many of the greatest mistakes we make are made in haste. We get in a hurry on making decisions. But it's simply because we didn't allow a little prayer time. See, it just takes a little bit of prayer sometimes to get a great big answer, you know. And when we didn't allow a little prayer time to consider what we were going to do or say, but while discretion and understanding are acquired through learning and experience, they're also a gift from God, see. But this gift does not come on demand. It comes from patiently seeking, trusting, and waiting on the Lord's guidance, and from longing to live for Him as a person of character. Paul said, study to show thyself approved. That goes right along with this verse. Study God's Word to know what it is He wants us to do and what He wants us to say and what the message is that He has for us. See, pray. If we don't talk to our kids, they're not going to understand what we expect out of them or what we want from them. See, and if we didn't communicate with our parents, then we didn't know what they expected from us either. See, so that line of communication, which in this case is called prayer. Prayer is nothing but communication between us and God. See? And if we go to somebody's house and we sit there and just look at them, I mean, they're not going to know anything. They're not going to know why we came to their house. You know, they ain't going to know what we want from them. They won't know what we want to do for them, maybe. So until you open your mouth and start talking to them, then they can understand that the reason you came over maybe was to borrow a monkey wrench, see? Or maybe you came over to throw a monkey wrench into the works. Who knows? If you don't communicate. And that's what the prayer is. It's a communication between me and God. It's a communication between you and God, see? But if you don't pray, how do you really expect God to answer your prayer? Because I know God knows the very thoughts and intent of our heart, but He also likes to hear our voice. You know, when my kids call me, my daughter in Florida calls me, I love hearing her voice. See? When my son from Texas calls me, I love hearing his voice. See? And when my kids and grandkids right here in Arizona talk to me, I love hearing their voice. It just sounds good to me. Because I know that when they talk to me and I talk to them, then there's a line of communication between us. And that's the same way that God is with us. He loves to hear our voice so we can have that line of communication open, see. But we not only have to talk, we have to listen. So, folks, just get you a line of communication going with God and ask Him what it is that He wants you to learn from this verse and these few words that I've spoken this morning. And just pray. He'll tell you. That's all for today, folks. Except for ASAP. Always say a prayer.